I had a few plans to do today, but as you can see, nothing's happening. Now, snow is forecast, but not until later. This is actually frost. Very heavy frost, which is good for killing off the pests. But it is freezing. The plan was to sort the roof out and to felt the roof. But that's not going on today. Let's have a quick little look. Just a tad above freezing. And the lock was quite difficult to get off. But the leaks look wonderful there. They'll be fine. But this is the heaviest frost I've ever seen down here. You can see the felt here. Look how thick that is. That is for the roof up there. But that will not happen now. Let's have a look down the bottom here. Just look at that for a shot. As I've said before, this area of land is mostly in the shade during the winter, with the exception of about 2 hours in the morning. But even those 2 hours will not budge this frost. But that's good. This is what I remember winters used to be like 30 years ago. Hard frost that would last about a week or two. This has been like this since January the 1st. So who knows, maybe this year we are having a proper traditional winter. Now, one thing about winter and about a frozen area of land is do not walk on it, stay off it, because you'll do more damage. So obviously I'm walking where the paths are going to be, that's fine. But I wouldn't be walking on where I actually plan to put the flowers and the veg. Seeing as we're down here, we may as well look at the river, but I'm not even going to attempt to get inside the shed. But here's the river. Mustn't get too close, I don't want to slip in there. A lot calmer than what it has been over the last few months. Oh, come on, it's so cold. It's difficult to move. Not because of the cold, but because I'm dressed up like the Michelin man here. There's several layers on. I've had this in the house all over Christmas. So I'm pleased to get it out. Can you guess what it is? I think it will really bring an air of style to the place. I can hear a truck. Too Good to Waste said they'd phone me. So I'm putting my trust in that. Now, I've thought long and hard, and I think it will go there. No, it's not a gate. Despite whatever I've got, I'm using the same gate as I did before. I'm just going to check, because I can hear a van door closing. It's nice to be down here, I must say, but it is freezing. The thermometer is, well, it says 5 degrees, but I think it's even colder than that. Not even a day for having a cup of tea in the shed. It's the time now. Get down, do your task and get out. Right, here we go then. Stand by your beds. What do you think? It is, and I'm assuming that's the right way up. Because that bit has to go in the ground. So I'm thinking here. And if my measurements are correct, the gate, which is over there, will nicely fit. And then if it's here, that's the entrance into the kitchen garden. I'm not going to put it up today because I haven't got the screwdriver. I just wanted to get it out of the house because I didn't want the wood to dry too much. There we go. So once the weather improves, there's going to be a load of stuff to do. What do you think? Oh, see, the ground is so hard I won't be able to. Just want to see it stood up. See what it's like. There you go. Is that going to do it? Right, let's just put it like that. Right, let me get the gate. Oh, I like that a lot. Looks very nice. And then, not roses, because you don't want roses when you're walking. Maybe a clematis? What else would you suggest? Obviously the gate will come off this post. Well, no, it could stay on the post. It's just to get a visual. There we have it. Obviously the gate will be nearer the ground. Although, if you're new, you might not know, this cut here, I deliberately did that so that the cat could go underneath. But, step back. So I'm sat in here on a summer's evening. Yes, that looks nice. Right. Oh, it's gonna fall. It is a metal cabinet from a bank with shelves in, and I thought it would be a very good, except a very elaborate seed storage unit. When the atomic bomb drops, I'll just jump in this. And yes, I have got this many seeds. I think I'll open a seed bank. Right, are we moving or just going around in circles? What do you think? Bet you all want one now, don't you? Oh, it is freezing. There we go. Right, let's close the door, try and keep some of that cold out. Come on then, come and have a closer look. There we go, look. Handle, put a lock on there. And then quite a few shelves, 1, 2, 3. There you go, I can hide my biscuits in the bottom. In fact, now that, yes, that is a very good idea. I could set all the tea things up in here, along with the seeds. Seeds can be at the bottom. This can be a tea station here. So my biscuits won't get nibbled. £40 that was. I think that was a very good buy. There we have it. All we need now is a bit of wind. Take a listen to see if you can hear the owl. I think it was £40 in the sales. I don't mind spending that amount of money if I can see where it is, and that I would much prefer to buy something like this that's established than one of these 6-inch pots, and then you've got to wait. And if you buy a 6-inch pot of something these days, you're talking about £12 anyway. By the time you've paid the postage, even the smallest plant seems to be about 20. So I think if you spend a bit more, because if you usually buy something that's over £40, you get the postage free. So this is where I've got to so far. As you saw, I put a bit of concrete there just to, because it is a gate, it will be getting a lot of service. And for those that don't know, the reason why the bottom is cut like that was because I had a cat at the time, Rusty the allotment cat, who sadly died this time last year. So it's quite fitting that the gate has gone up. But seeing as I've had it for this long, I think it's done really well. It needs a new coat of paint, and in one section it needs a new nail. but I quite like it. But I was just looking through my comments, and apparently I've done something wrong. The comment by David Lloyd says the archway should be assembled first, and that the holes should be dug. So you assemble it first, and then you gently lower it into the holes, and then you either put concrete in or you just backfill it. But now that I've done this gate, I think today might not be the best day for digging around in that corner. So I'm going to leave it for now, and then come back in a few days, lift out this section, fit it all together, and then put it back. You know, I was thinking to myself on the way down, maybe the reason why I've been obsessed with buying plants over the last few weeks is that trying to give myself hope that spring is not far away and that all these disasters will stop. Right, one wire has come undone. Let's hope that it's not undone in a bad way and that it hasn't snapped. Right, I'm going to take this down. No, that hasn't snapped. It seems to have just released itself. Because I thought it might be interesting to sort of have a record of the rainfall. Although saying that, the waterworks are only a mile down the valley. So I would imagine that there are readings from that place. What's this? Oh, right, okay. It's like a brush. It is, you can pop that down there. Clean it out, in case any leaves go in there, I would imagine. There we go. Most we can take is 7 inches in one go. And to think I was just stood down there a few days ago. Now, a few of these are starting to go to seed. I can tell by the spike that's shooting up. Well, it's resembling a builder's yard here at the moment. Bits of wood for various projects. And as you saw, I brought down another sheet for the shed roof. So I've got one more in the house, and then when that is down, I can get on. Right, look at this here. This is in 24 hours. And the bar at the back is blue. And I quite like that now, because I can see the thinking behind it. Because it's a lot easier to read how much water has fallen in 24 hours. There's the old robin. Oh, somebody was asking about my wallflowers. Here they are. There they are, looking a bit threadbare, but first bit of sunshine now and they'll jump back into life. I can see the roses are starting to come into bud. I think this year, for the weather, is going to be a very good year once we get through these hard months of winter, because it is still winter. There we go. I think that looks rather nice. And I must say, it is nice to feel a bit of sunshine on the skin. And when the wind dies down, it actually feels warm. Not long to spring now. There we go. First ball is done. Today, it's just got a beautiful feel. Today, I'm going to attempt to finish the archway. But first of all, I need to start digging. So where's my spade? I'm just digging down and I found some treasure, a bottle of sorts, and it looks like maybe a top as well. Right, let me try and get down here. That's the top, and this is the bottle. Let's wash it up and have a look. There's no writing on it. It's just a plain square vessel with a bit of a dimple in the bottom there. No writing on the bottom either. And the top. Obviously the top is gone. Well, it's nice that it's whole. Maybe I can get a cork for the top and use it for something. Right. Let's just give it a bit of water and see how it comes up. Seems to be a bit of a green tinge to it. There we have it. Look at that. First treasure off the land. Beautiful. Right, let's have a look. Okay, I'm too deep for that. That's fine. It's this arbor is the most important thing here. Now, is that too deep? Yes. Oh, by quite a substantial distance. That's the thing with digging. Once you start, you get into a meditative state and you forget time. Right, I'm going to put a few of these bricks in, I think. The measure, the leveler. Right, let's see now. This needs to come up quite a way. Up to there. Right, okay. I can't think of any other way to do it. Now, if it's up a bit high, that's fine with me, because then I can jiggle. Oh, look at that! Beautiful, perfect. In fact, I just try and close the door. Okay, it needs to be a bit further away than when I've got it. Wonderful. Right, let's just try. And this. Right, maybe I should have put this in first. But I'm thinking about just using a bit of concrete for the whole thing rather than doing it twice or three times. It's okay though, it's okay. It's all a work in progress. Right, needs to be a bit further away. The fun is in the journey, not the destination. Okay, that needs to go up a bit. Right. That looks spot on, in fact. It's such a nice feeling to feel the sun on the skin. Right, that is beautiful. That is spot on. That's spot on there. Right, now this is up too high. Right, so the post is in place. Right, let's have a 5-minute breather. Right, now we put the post mix in. I'll get some more in a moment. There we have it. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. It will look more like a kitchen, traditional cottage garden then. So it's half an hour later, and unfortunately I've just had a phone call to say that a delivery that was due on Monday is turning up today. It's my seed sowing compost. But just before we dash home, let's have a quick look. So this is what it looks like. Now it's not exactly straight. Some bits are straight and some bits aren't, but that's fine. It's a representation of the whole thing. But just before I got that phone call, I was just about to test going through the gate. All this is for the path. There we go. Beautiful. Close the river. I've been down there getting water for the concrete. Oh, come on. There you go. Now I could say to myself, I'll just run home quickly, sort this out, and then come back down. But you know what it's like. You'll get home, have a cup of tea, and then I have to at some point pop down the butcher's, get some meat for the weekend. So the chances of me coming back are a bit slim, because it will be 3 o'clock before long, and a bit cold. It's been nice to just spend some time down here in the sunshine. The thing is, I'm not bothered about it. It just should be 6 inches more that way, but that's fine, because when it's covered in roses, it'll be fine. Right, there you go. I'll leave that stick there. Right, just go home.